So once your bench has arrived and you've removed the plastic wrap and safely removed the strapping with your safety glasses on, this is what it's going to look like. Cup holder there, seat here, back leg stowed inside the seat. Your gun racks are down here, and here are your fasteners. Also a couple bits in there. We've set our gun racks, our seat, and our cup holder off to the side. I would recommend doing this right on the pallet, right on the ground. It'd be easier to just flip it up. I'm going to do it on this table. But as you can see, I have these labeled. So we're going to go ahead and just put this leg in, and then I'll show you how I'm going to put the brace on these ones. Just match up our labels on the leg and on the table. You may need to use a rubber mallet to tap the table leg in, but once it's in place, measure it with a tape measure, make sure it's on center, and put the screws in. Go ahead and attach it. Now that our back leg is in, we'll come around to the front and we'll set up our front legs and our brace, lining the labels up with the table. Now that our labels are lined up, I'll start a couple screws, line them up with the pre-drilled holes, and put our screws in. Now we can stand this up and drop it into place. We'll make sure it's nice and snug in there and up against the sides. And now we can install these screws. I'll start with the outside screws first to make sure that the leg is snug against the outside, and then go ahead and put in the other screws. And again, I'm not putting all the screws in, I'm just doing this to show you, but you're going to definitely want to put all the screws in when you're installing it. And now we'll flip it up and put on the seat. Once you have the table set up on all three legs, you can install the seat. Now I would recommend getting help doing this, but I do this a lot on my own, so this is how I do it. I straddle the seat, slide it forward a little bit, tilt it with matching the angle of the leg, and then we'll just simply lift up on the front and it'll fall into place. From here, you use the tape measure again to make sure the leg is center with the seat, and make sure it's the same dimension on either side, left and right, height-wise from the seat to the tabletop. Once you do that, go ahead and put the screws in, add your cup holder, add your gun racks, and you're all set to go.